Everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we'll get you out to a frigid Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City as we welcome in our men in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That's fielded in the end zone. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
64, reach, go.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go.
Now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. 36 yards on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 25 yards that time. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Time to check the defensive starters here for Kansas City. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Steelers. And even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. 5 catches, 59 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Here we go again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Give him 30 yards there. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
218, chop, 10. Hey, Alpha.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Hey, nice 7.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
Looking to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll set up to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Now back to throw. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw here. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Open man here is Gentry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but now it's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Watch the safety creep. Recon, 132 fighters. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback. As the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights.
I can hear their sigh of relief all the way up here, partner. Now, they absolutely had to have that one, and they got it. Maybe it'll provide a little bit of spark heading into the half.
And help out their defense because they've really held serve, so now we got a ball game.
No doubt about it. They are right back in it and have to feel a whole lot better about themselves.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. He'll drop to throw. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Come on now, let's go.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Back to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
80 weapon.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking to throw. Going for Metcalf on the... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
now the ball comes loose, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a handoff looking right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Switch up, switch up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's going to wind up in air. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Butker's kick here is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll set up a throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Important extra point up and through, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Caught. It's Huff. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
60 outlaw.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Pick the edge. Pick the edge.
Hey, I hit it.
They'll look to throw here. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception. Wow.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Mine's 54.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen.